How many lobster tails do you think I could eat? Hey guys, James Lee here with another video. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Today I'm going to be doing a food review of the Sterling Brunch. They are a voted #1 brunch buffet in Las Vegas inside of the Bally'S Hotel and Casino, inside of a restaurant called BLT Steak. So if you're like me, you'll probably get lost the first time that you go there, but just look for BLT Steak and that's where you need to go. Keep in mind that this brunch buffet is only available on Sundays, so you definitely need to call in advance to make reservations. I just went on Christmas Day, so I'm just giving you guys a little bit more insight on whether it's worth your $120 to dine here. So as I mentioned, it is a pricier steep point than other Vegas buffets, but what you get with that is unlimited champagne. So if you like, drinks being poured non-stop for you, then this buffet is right up your alley. The server is really attentive to make sure that you're never empty on your glass. I was only able to drink 3 to 4 glasses before I had to say no more, just because you can probably tell from my voice I'm running a cold right now, so I didn't want to get too crazy with all of the drinks. One thing that Sterling Brunch is known for, and it's probably the reason you stumbled upon this video, is lobster tails. So if you've ever been to like an Asian buffet or a China buffet, you know that their version of lobster is like these small like giant versions of like a shrimp, and they cover it in cheese and you wait in line. You're only able to get one at a time and people are pretty aggressive. It's like Black Friday shopping at a restaurant essentially. That's not the case here at Sterling Brunch. They are just loading and loading all the way up until the last time they seat people inside the restaurant. The lobster tail. So the lobster tail is like really meaty. They don't douse it in too much sauce that makes you kind of get sick of eating it. I ended up eating 6 pieces of lobster tail. So if you think about the math, it's about $20 to $30 a lobster tail if you add that on as an add-on to any like steakhouse. So you already made your money back if you eat 6 like me. I did feel a little guilty about eating that many just because I just assumed that they were a family, but that's aside the point. The lobster is definitely worth it. Right next to the lobster is the king crab legs. Again, if you're really into crab, they replenish this like no other. Overall though, I would say the buffet carries a lot of premium buffet items, so I think that's part of the reason why the price point is a little bit steeper than other places. You'll find caviar here. They'll have fresh oysters, giant shrimp cocktail. They have stone crab claws, which I didn't know was such a big deal, but apparently it is. So that's why I loaded up on quite a bit of that. And there's also a Carberry Station. So that's where you'll find your prime rib. You'll find your rack of lamb. I believe they also had like the smoked bacon, which was just out of this world. I had a small slab of that and I can't even describe how delicious that little piece of meat was. So all of that is there. There are other items there that essentially are filler. So when you go to the Sushi Station, you're kind of like thinking to yourself, why do they even have this here? So the Sushi Station is actually really disappointing. I ended up going back there multiple times, like a bad relationship, and thinking that it would get better. Nope, every time I went there, it was just like the same sad pieces of California roll and shrimp nigiri. So I would steer clear of that. There's other little pockets of things that you can also get. There's a couple cute looking things inside of cast iron skillets. I think there was some mashed potatoes. There's an omelet making station as well, and then a charcuterie and cheese station. All of those I ended up skipping, and I really loaded up on a lot of the meats and the seafood. So my parents taught me well in terms of being strategic at the buffet. So thanks Mom and Dad for that. When you get seated at your table, you also get like a bread, and it doesn't look like a piece of bread, but it tastes like if cotton candy and bread had a baby, that's what it would taste like, and it's delicious. Like I almost felt inclined, would have been embarrassed if I asked for a to-go box just for that bread, because it's just that delicious. You can also order some eggs Benedict from your server when you're at your table. So they have lobster, prosciutto, and I think a steak eggs Benedict. Also, there's a whole station, I think where the regular restaurant bar is, they set that up as the dessert bar. So there's a variety of beautiful, cute, small looking desserts that you can definitely try. I skipped over dessert just because I'm not a sweet tooth person, so I ended up probably eating another lobster. And in my defense, lobster, if it's really good, it should be sweet anyways. So I got my lobster and dessert fixed that way. So overall, what's my final verdict? I would say, definitely try it once. Again, you're paying for premium buffet items. You're also paying kind of for the experience, like in the sense that you don't have to wait in line for this buffet. You get to make reservations. Someone's coming around pouring you champagne. It's part of that Vegas atmosphere and experience. So you definitely get that sense that this buffet is a little bit more refined than other buffets. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys for my next video. Take care. Bye.